Hi, here's my vlog for February 7, 8/22 in the morning on Friday. My website's about providing a pathway for UBI to take over when the robots build everything. So right now what I'm doing, because yesterday I finished this like prep thing I was doing where I was trying to open a subregion for like open all of the subregions. It takes like 15 minutes to open and then go across fixing them all. But yeah, so now I'm opening them by the folder, but I have to set up the images, and so or schnitzel. Yeah, so I have to paste them on. I mean, this is so time consuming, and I already pasted them this morning, and then I remembered I was gonna the one that I was working them off of I needed to fix. So like now I have the person, like the image and the word. Like at first I only had the word and then I put just the image. I couldn't make up my mind. That's one of the reasons it takes forever to finish this website. Because every time I change my mind, you have to fix the whole thing one at a time. I can't do the batch edit on this. So now I finally realized, yeah, you need image end time. So, but then I had the wrong images on because just for the 1000 it was, I had it yellow, but I have to have it blue. I mean, pink because that's the number for one. Just all those little consistency things I didn't get right the first time. So I attached those. So that's what it is. And then that's the next one. And I had to fix the image. This image here wasn't showing up. The only way that I got it to fix, because like Photoshop, dang, there's like no light on my face. Photoshop couldn't save my image as PNG. And so it, like, I guess it wasn't like a proper PNG, but it would on the other one. So I'm like, I didn't know why. I was totally confused. So I just did a screen capture of it, and that was able to do it. And then I uploaded it, and so we're good. So, but I have to, yeah. So I'm gonna, and then I had to adjust the size. The size wasn't right. I didn't have them. I had them like the natural shape is, is a rectangle, but I had it like a square. Like I thought that they all needed to be like 20 pixels by 20 pixels, like an icon. And then I was like, well, if you have the room, then make them the same shape as they are naturally. You have to keep it just naturally shaped. It's the easiest way to compare it. So I was like breaking my own rule the first time. And I think this is a while ago when I did that. And then this one, I made this one really big because these ones are 20 pixels thick. And I don't want to go any more narrow than 20 pixels because I want to be able to see the red in the middle. And so that makes them 50 pixels because it's just, a lopsided rectangle. So if this wasn't to take any extra space, you make it 50 pixels. So that's how big I made the original. So that's cool. So yeah, I like how it looks. So, and so now I have to paste it on the whole site. To paste these, I would want to, like, the best way to do it would like to be open South Africa and all of them. It takes 50 minutes to open, and then you would go and paste them all in. So I think I'll do it like that. And if I have to replace these, which I don't, it's only like occasionally some of these aren't right. I don't know how it got that way, but I would have to open them all in the same folder because this would take you to the same time, and then these take you to the same subregion but different times. I'll explain all that, how it works. I think it's like with proportion and artistically it's beautiful, and to explain it would be really interesting. But So, yeah. And then I had to make the single guy wasn't, it was bigger than just him, so I had to put that down. And then, yeah. So this will fix, when I'm done with all of this will fix the timeline. Make it look way, like, make it look like the actual timeline. The working links. It'll be like a huge sense of accomplishment. But I have to, there's a lot of things that I have to fix on them though, you know, like there's a lot of touch-ups, so it'll take a while. Yeah, it's like my time is being like torn between working, trying to finish this thing up because it's like I'm super pressured because it's gonna look really cool when it's done. Like I'm like really, I want to be able to like link around it. So the idea behind the timeline is like, you know, you get into your relaxed mental state, and then you can then navigate and compare places in timeline, you know, from different parts of the world that are happening at the same time period, and then move around in time periods in different parts of the world really easily without having to break your concentration. And so that way you can stay in like trying to understand what you're trying to understand, and yeah, just kind of like and because it's such a artistic design, it'd be like a enjoyable experience, interesting experience just to navigate around it, you know. So and then it does like plug into the rest of the site, because the rest of my website I have these numbers represented too, like comparing numbers and time and stuff. So number and time conceptualization. So this is kind of a timeline that links around to the world, but it's also a little training tool to conceptualize numbers. Because you're always looking at this, you know, like that's 2,500, and then you know, and you know that that's 10 in red, and that's 100 in blue. So you just get accustomed to it. Kind of like when you're driving around in a car and you're with the computer saying exactly how far it is to all the time, you get calibrated. And that's good to understand history, but I'll explain that later. So so yesterday, the main thing I did yesterday was yeah, I did my HELOC loan. I had to turn in all the paperwork. We had to go to the bank twice because they needed a second paper to the K1, and then I had to pay off my other one. And they turned off the automatic pay, so I didn't even pay it for a month, and then that next one was due for the next 4 days. So, but my interest rate was going to go down from 10 to 7 because my wait, maybe I shouldn't talk about my freaking, because my credit went from 690 to 790. So maybe it'll be more money, like 50,000 that I can borrow this time, hopefully, and then I can pay my taxes. Otherwise, yeah, can't do that. And got him in the mail the other day. Property, paid 2,000. Yeah. So and so I got bagels because he wasn't there the second time we went, so we hung out there for the bagels for a little bit, and then I turned in a application at the artisanal supermarket, and I think I applied to a couple more jobs. I have to get online and apply to some more jobs. I'm kind of lagging behind on that because I'm so obsessed with this. So I don't know what I'll do today. Today I haven't. And I sent another email out yesterday to the people I was going to interview with for taking care of old people, because I didn't have my social security card that's updated in my first day, but I have it now. So we'll see if they email me back, and then have an interview at 10 for the retirement community. So I don't know what the job is there, like aid. And yeah, so until noon I'm just gonna sit here and like I have to paste in. So the first thing that I did was I had to paste in images that didn't have a link to them. So then I pasted in, I would click on the image and then I'd go and double click here and put the link on. It's actually not on there for some reason. Here. Dun, 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 dun. Click on it and then double click here and put on paste Control V the image and do it over and over again. But now I have to size them because when it pastes on the image it doesn't size it, so I have to go just sweep through these a bunch of times. Because these are the mother load, the template for all the other ones. Because I have to, I had to paste on the image onto here so that I could preserve the link, and it took me, you know, long enough to. I want to, you know, preserve the, make sure that it's all right, and but I'll definitely test all these links though, like twice before I paste them to the other pages. So, because I'll have to open up like all the North Europes in order to paste all these on. But then I'm also going to paste on the mother map, and I don't even know where that is. That's another project that I did. I don't even know what page it's on. I couldn't show because right now because I don't even know. I'd have to like click all over the place just to find it. Yeah, but like what it is it's a thing where open up Dreamweaver. It's a thing where it maps, it like shows every single country. So like I'll put it, and I don't even know where I'm gonna put it, dude. So I'm gonna paste this on all the pages, but it's like the same thing that you paste on all of them. So that's simple. Well, like so these are all the different subregions. I mean, these are all the different regions. I mean subregions. So that's a region. That's a United Nations region of Europe. There's the United Nations region of Africa, Asia, and then North America. And there's Oceania. So each of these little guys are subregions. And so in this subregion of South Africa, which is that one, there are 9 countries. And so, what's my train of thought? This morning, see, I got like I found $16 in my pocket the other day, and I got weed with it because it was like just a few days after I quit smoking weed because I was smoking the weed for like a month while I was trying to get caught up on this. But this morning I ran out like yesterday or something, and lasted a couple of days. But this morning I scraped the shit out of the pipe and I just got kind of high because I'm drinking an energy drink. I'm not even done with it. I went and got one this morning. It's the first time I think I've ever gotten an energy drink in the morning. But anyway, so, oh yeah, so what I was talking about was I think I need to find a font to put on the subregions. All the subregions are the same, and because if I do a font, these are all the countries in this subregion, but I'm going to have it where there's a table, and I could show it, I just don't know where it is. It shows every single country in the form of a flag. And you click on it, and it takes you to that page of that time period. So you can go to anywhere in the world. So that's kind of a cool thing. Because I wanted to make a website that links just all over the place, but I have to create. There's like 19 subregions and 20, including the world, and I have to make if I need to come up with 20 different fonts. The way that I would do that is I'd open up my education page and I look at my lists and just of everything and look at all the different fonts that I know work because I pretty much exhausted the list. I collected everything that I could find. And I just drag and I just copy and paste it onto this page, and then I would rename it and put it on there. And Yeah, and then I think I could even batch edit it. If I batch edit it, not maybe like an all open them all and everything open, or else like from the folder. But I don't think it's too big for it to get stuck doing that. But a lot of the time, this computer can't even do a word search. Like when you do Control F, that has that on Dreamweaver too, but it can't because it's like too big and there's too many pages open. Like the computer's not strong enough. So yeah, that's what I also need to set up. So all the things that I'm doing, it's like insane. Like if I were to think about all what I'm trying to accomplish now, like 10 years ago or whatever, I'd be like, wow, this is a lot. Oh my God. So I think I'm getting done with it pretty quickly, you know, even though I'm having the side gig of hanging out with my mom and applying to jobs. I think I applied to a few more jobs on Indeed yesterday and some other places. I need to finish the application. I finished an application yesterday as like multiple site groundskeeper, I think for the city of Boulder or something like that, where you work by yourself and travel around. One interesting thing that I mentioned yesterday to my vlog, which, oh my God, I'm about to run out of juice. If I suddenly stop talking, it's because the battery's about to run out. I didn't upload the video yesterday because I was like too busy, like fried on this, working on this, because yesterday I finished that thing and I got started on this. The other thing I was doing, I got started with these links. So, but one thing that I noticed yesterday about getting a job, looking for a job, is that like I kind of don't care what job I get. I kind of gonna feel like as long as it's here and it's like walking around. I can't get like a remote on the computer working at home job because my eyes would burn out. I'm going like blind just working on my own website, and I can't be working my job and then do the website. Even though I get to, so like if I have a job moving around, walking around I can get exercise from walking around, you know. But I don't really doesn't I don't feel like I care whether I'm by myself or like working with other people. I'm like neutral. I'm like psychically tuned into everybody equally, balanced out. Yeah, so this morning I went into the store and got a supermarket and got a pizza and just had that. So then I'm going to finish my drink and then work here. I think I have 3 hours until I can prepare for this interview. I have to, yeah, get the number. So, and I will upload these today. Yeah, and maybe in like a month my timeline will be advanced enough to do a tour of it. That'd be really cool. I don't think I've ever even done that. Alright, I'll talk to you tomorrow.